Hello, welcome back to this little series. I'm going to start Tales from the Tour. I got my Jerry Bear. My wife gave me it. But yeah, welcome back to this series called Tales from the Tour. Remember, when I die, bury me deep. Place some speakers at my feet. Put a stereo near my head. And always remember to play the dead. Yeah. I was telling the girl, some of my friends and coworkers at work, it's amazing some of the things I've had to do. One time, there was a guy climbing like a radio tower on acid, right? And they actually called on us Deadheads to help. They're like, you guys probably know more about, what it's like to be on acid. We want to see if you can help us get this guy down. So we had to help get this guy down. We're like, what the heck? But we did it, I mean, that's what Deadheads do. We look after each other, I don't think they were as concerned that they just didn't want him to hurt himself. It's not like they were going to arrest him or anything, But, yeah. That was cool. That was fun. Tour was so fun, man. I wish I would have. There's some people that I've met that like, wow, no way, you were there? Wow, no way. Like, I mean, I've met people that like, so when the other ones came around, after Jerry died, you were at that show at Conseco Fieldhouse and at Allstate Arena? No way, so was I. Like, we were probably like 10 seats away in the same row. Or like you meet someone. Yeah, I had two extra tickets. I had an extra ticket for the Soldiers Field, July 9th, 95, the final Dead show. I said I had a car, and if I would have known him at the time, I could have driven him and he would have got me in the show, but, Yeah. I remember being at Deer Creek in 95 and just sitting there in the lawn, and when they were crashing the gates, I'm like, oh, it just ruined everything, like the old saying was, grab the dank, lose the tank, and I think we were starting to make some change, and, with the scene, but, it was good time, so just hanging out, kicking it. I mean, the times I'll never forget, so hey, it's just, like, this year when the Dead and Company came to Deer Creek, it was like 28 years or 27 years to the day that they played 6/6/91 at Deer Creek, because I kept who was here in 91 on this day? And they go, what? I said, yeah, the Dead played 6/6/91, Deer Creek Music Center. And I think they played 6/7 or 6/5. That's the dates I can't remember, but no, and there was like so many people trying to get in at the show, and like when we got in, they'd already started playing. But it was cool. Met some cool cats in the parking lot, and afterwards it started downpouring rain. But that morning, like the day before, whatever, I'm like, Dead and Company are coming on that day, and I had it off, and I wrote my friend, I'm like, yeah, Dead and Company are coming. She's from Florida, and she came up. She was in Indiana, and she's like, let me call my hubby. And he goes, yeah, all you need is tickets, and we can go. And she drove, and like that morning we decided to go, and I'm like, got my gear, and we took her 12-year-old, and we went, and he loved it. I'm like, yeah, man, But yeah, it's every show's awesome, man. It like grounds you, That's what I miss about the tour, because you have like your like your normal life, but then you had the dead life, and like, okay, and all the stress of school and this and doing all this stuff, and you can go see a couple shows, and then it would like ground you, and like, okay, yeah, And I think this is This is New Jersey Meadowlands show I'm listening to, a bootleg of. You're hearing in the background. Eyes of the world. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I don't know what to believe about the cursed keyboard chair, because like Keith Godchuck, Pigpen, Brett Mitland, and all those. The only one who hasn't died that played keyboard with the Grateful Dead when Jerry was alive is Bruce Hornsby. Vance Wilnick passed away. But yeah. And my wife kind of hates this, but she likes it though. You know, she'll always say like, well, when I'm talking to my mom, I can't remember what we just talked about for like the last hour in the car, but I can remember stuff from tour. But, you know, and I'll sit there and I'm like, well, you know, this Morning Dew, the guy that was the mixer in the truck left, and there was no one in the recording truck mixing or changing anything. That is, you know. And Jerry saw him in the thing, and he goes, "Come in here," just, you know, like. So, you know, I forget what it's on. Something they released. It's like a 72, like Europe 72 Morning Dew, and I was like, yeah, you've told me that about 50 times, or like these little tidbits about, oh, when I was here, oh, like in Alpine Valley, it downpoured rain in '89, and this, or whatever the case may be, or, you know, like right at the end of the Dead and Company, I'm like, we all thought it was heat lightning, and we're looking over, and like, it turned out it was started downpouring rain. I'm like, oh, let's go stand near a tree. Lightning never hits trees. But yeah, it's always an adventure when you're on Dead Tour. But yeah, these are just some little snippets of just some memories. Yeah, if anyone else in the comments below, man, comment tours you've been on, what shows you've seen, man. You know, just because, you know, the memories still live on, man. You know, it's a long, strange trip, and it was great, though. Like Bob Weir said, when he left Soldiers Field, Jerry Garcia said, "Always a hoot, always a hoot," and that was the last words he ever heard. Because I remember when I heard he died, I'm like, I didn't know what that, I'm like, no, nah. I'm like, no, I'm here, no, and yeah. And it's like, you know, and then that was when CBS had Dan Rather, and that's when I'm like, whoa. But it's crazy, man. It was just great times. And it's like, you know, like when Dead and Company stopped touring, which I can't believe like some of the original members are still going, you know. But it's just like, I also want to give a shout out, you know, to anyone. I mean, I'm an organ donor thanks to Phil Ash, so if anything ever happens to me, you know, I'm an organ donor, and it'll mean a lot. Everyone wants an organ, but how many people are willing to just give it? And, you know, one of my friends, her dad, David Knott, is looking for a kidney, so you can always go to your hospital and say, hey, can I get blood tested or whatever to see if I'm a match for anyone, and keep me in the records for bone marrow or whatever, and it would mean a lot to someone, so don't forget that. Thank you so much for tuning in to this little tale from the tour, and tales and some fun stuff, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much. And remember, when you die, bury yourself deep, place some speakers at your feet, put a stereo near your head, and always remember to play the Dead. Bye-bye.